Welcome back to Game Room Theater, everyone. In this video, I'm leaving our game room to head on upstairs to our family room for a big upgrade. And when I mean big, I mean big. LG contacted me a few weeks ago and asked if I'd be interested in reviewing one of their TVs. It gave me pause until I inquired about the specs. Anyway, I have some other updates that I will be talking about in the future videos, namely this lounge area. But for now, let's leave the subterranean layer and head on upstairs. It's just going to take a minute. And here it is, guys. This is the 86-inch Nano 90 model from 2020. I know the size of this thing is probably not translating too well on camera, but when I say it's huge, I mean huge. And I can't keep the cat away from this thing. It's attracted to the vibrancy of the colors, and it keeps coming back. Now, this review will be very high level. If you want to see side-by-side comparisons comparing contrast ratios, etc., there are quite a few videos online about that. Also, there are a whole host of features, and I'll have a link in the description. For now, you can see some of the key features scrolling here. However, let me talk about a important LG feature, which is the Nanocell display. It's basically a filtering system that refines a projected image and helps deliver a really powerful picture quality. It also helps deliver more realistic colors. So right off the bat, let me get into the three top things that completely blew me away about this particular TV. One is obviously the size. I mean, you can go to a big box store and see the size of this thing, but when you have it on your wall in your personal space, that is when you begin to understand just how big 86 inches really is. I mean, I've seen countless people insist on upgrading to a 4K TV and it'll be like a 50-inch, but meanwhile, they'll go ahead and sit 15 feet away. You're better served by trying to optimize for contrast or HDR reproduction. But any event, being 86 inches, if you feed this thing 4K content, the recommended seating distance is from 7 to about 11 feet. My seating position is about 10 feet away, which is definitely ideal to be immersed in the picture and be able to discern the level of detail the picture that a 4K TV can afford us. Viewing angles. I'm sitting at a 45-degree angle from this TV. However, there is practically no difference between being dead on or sitting to the side, because not all applications will be perfectly dead on, which is why an IPS panel is actually great for this. And the prime reason why I agreed to review this TV is because this TV is HDMI 2.1 compliant. Now, what does that mean? It basically means you can do 4K at 120 Hz on this TV with the data rate as high as 48 gigabits per second. In a short time from the shooting of this video, the PS5 will be out, and I'm definitely signed up to receive one. The PS5 will be able to output games in 4K and 120 Hz. I'm really super excited to see what that would look like, especially on this TV. So much so that I'm getting ready to build a gaming PC as well. And I want to run a KVM switch from my home office to this TV specifically. But let me say it again. I'm really excited to be able to game at buttery smooth 120 Hz. I couldn't contain my son who wanted to game on this thing immediately. I mean, here he is, and his first comment with a grin on his face is that he actually feels like he's in the game. This thing is massive. The colors are so pretty, etc. By the way, the TV also automatically recognizes a gaming console once it's connected and switches modes where the input lag is practically non-existent. I was just playing Call of Duty, and not having to deal with input lag definitely improves your response time for gameplay. The TV also actually has AMD FreeSync, which means less tearing and stuttering in the image. In conclusion, the only minor negative I would say is that the blacks are not true inky black as you would find in an OLED display, but keep in mind that the price point for an OLED is significantly higher and you won't find one in an 86-inch. Overall, I'd say the TV is amazing value for the features you get. As they say in the car world, there's no replacement for displacement. And here, I'd say there's no replacement for screen size when you're at 4K. This is an excellent addition to your family room or theater room, especially if you have some ambient lighting to contend with or harsh viewing angles. My wife practically lives in the family room, and this is her domain. This has taken her show watching experience to a whole nother level. And also the movies that I'd rather not watch in my home theater, she can watch here comfortably and enjoy the experience. Anyway, thanks to all the subscribers. We hit 5K the other week, and I really appreciate that. Please do subscribe to my Instagram as well, which is also Game Room Theater. Once again, much appreciated. And then I have a lot more updates and upgrades coming up. So stay tuned and stay safe, guys. Thanks a lot.